bucket of chicken. Da-da-da-da-da. Kevin's favorite part. No. Big bucket of chicken. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Kev, how are you? How was your day? Great.
It's going great. I don't know how we went like 10 years with that as our theme song. Like we definitely overdid it with that.
Yeah, well, I have so many in the edits from the beginning of every episode because sometimes I'm by myself on the Zoom waiting for you to come in for 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 8 minutes, and I'm talking to myself the whole time. And sometimes I'm singing, but there's no one there to be like, stop. So there's minutes and minutes of me singing, just like Kevin's not here, but when he gets here, like it's like jock rocking, emo, you know, whatever.
Now that I know that, I'm gonna show like when I first appear, I'm gonna have like a whistle in my mouth and just blow it.
You should. You should like a the death whistle. You ever see one of those death whistles? Just like a horrible screeching scream.
What does it sound like? Can you make the sound with your mouth, or it's like
No, no,
not possible?
no. It's like an ancient Aztec apparently thing they used to make, and you can get reproductions. Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about. I think that was in like one of the Ghostbusters movies recently.
Ghostbusters 7, the death whistle. Are you
It's actually
drinking?
the whistle of death.
Are you drinking anything, Kev? I got my Mickners. I got some whiskey going on. Let's do a whiskey check, all right? Got my bourbon, whiskey, whatever you want.
No, I don't plan on relapsing until like mid season. Then I'll then I'll just have empty bottles like next to me.
That's a good like episode 10. Like Kevin fell off the wagon again.
Right, there's a lot of continuity in this current season. You'll see it.
Currently banging my landlord. It's not going great.
What's funny is my freezer is full of liquor.
Well, what kind of liquor?
I've got Kettle One, Jameson, Patron, and then Don Julio maybe.
Tequila, whiskey, vodka.
And
That's a
I
good.
have sake in my fridge.
Just sake and ketchup.
You know it.
I fucking do know
The essentials.
it. It's like what's for dinner, kids? We're having martinis. Shut the fuck up. No, I went to Total Wine down here. I know you guys have one. I heard you guys have one on the island now, but down here, that's been like my, you know, it's a beer distributor, wine distributor. I bought a bunch of weird shit today. I got some glue vine. It's like German, like seasoned, like Christmassy, I guess. You know, bullshit. I got these Murphy stouts. I've been looking my feed on Instagram. I'm sure a lot of everybody out there has been about the Edmund Fitzgerald, the Gordon Lightfoot song. So like apparently a Great Lakes brewery someplace in the middle of the country is making it. I was looking for it. I couldn't fucking find it though.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Every time I've gone to Total Wine with you, it's been actually like it's like alcohol overkill. Like it's like a sensory like overload of fun things.
It's too many things actually because you want to just get like I want to get like a whole section and just put it in my cart and just walk out the door. Like I'm getting everything from Poland today.
I think they should have just like a section where it's like roped off where it's like, hey, do you not want to wait till you go home and just like drink the whole 16 pack there? Like they give you that chance.
There is a bar in the middle of that place. You can just drink there.
Yeah, there's always like people handing out freebies too. It's like, do you want to get hammered before you go home? Here.
Yeah, it's all the ladies after work, just like fucking like I'm just gonna try red wine for 4 hours. Like you're not trying, you Janice. You're drunk.
I always feel like I ask for things that aren't there either. Like I'm trying to test them.
Like
Kevin
what?
wins again.
What's your weird? What's your weird thing that you're like? You just mentioned what was that? Did you mention McSorley's before we started recording? McSorley's is
Oh
that?
yeah, I haven't had McSorley's in a while. Well, McSorley's is a bar in New York City. It's been around for a long time, but they do have like their own beer. They have what's the it's like is it like black and tan I think they have, and then they have the regular McSorley's and the green bottle or the green logo. Anyways, I haven't seen it or had it in a while. I'm sure it's been around. I just haven't thought about it. But there's been a lot of beers like that over the years where you just kind of like forget about it, and then all of a sudden you're like, I want to drink that. And Usually you succeed in finding it.
Yeah, now I drink beer like now again. I go to like Total. If I want beer, I'll just go like fucking supermarket. But if I go to Total Wine, I'm perusing the like today. I was in there for a good hour, a good
Yeah,
fucking hour.
yeah. I think it's good too because you can go to like different countries. Like that's what I like. It's like there's the German section. There's the like they even got like weird sections. Like there's this Luxembourg section.
Yeah, the beer I had a couple weeks ago is like it's from Lithuania. They're
Yeah,
like these fucking like they're tall boys, but they're like even a little bit more tall than a tall boy. It's like this is a pint plus 7 more ounces. I'm like, this is that's not a thing. Like it's usually a pint and a little more, or 20 ounces or 12 ounces. This thing was fucking it's just like giant.
yeah. Lithuania trying to tell you that they have zero self respect for themselves. Like this is what we drink.
I do like that on the imported beers. It has like the actual beer can, of course, and then there's like the sticker in English of like telling you like what it's actually called and what's in it, like the nutritional facts of like this beer and this beer. It's from Poland and it's 8.9% alcohol. Good luck. Yeah, but fucking um, the Total Wine by me. So they rearrange a lot of shit because in the past like year and a half, all the fucking weed drinks. It's like it's almost like the boner pills of 2020s, like the 2020s. So like you go to the register instead of like horny goat weed or fucking whatever the fuck. It's like every company on earth makes these like little shots, 2 milligram, 5 milligram, 10 milligrams of THC plus pineapple or whatever the fuck. And I have the same feeling about like if you go to a bodega in New York City and you get like next to the registers like energy pills or diet pills and like the vial of like indescript non-English label. And like there's like, most of them are between $5 and $10, these like weed shots. But there's a couple I saw today, they're like $1.99 or 250. I'm like, that's the one I don't trust. I don't want it's like there's probably 5 milligrams or 50 or a billion. Like who knows? Buy this. It's in a black bottle. It just says like Zork on it or some shit. And it's like, yeah, try this on your way home. Good luck.
Yeah, there's no request to like, can I see who made this? Like
Dude.
once you meet that guy, then you know if it's been a mistake or not.
They have I mean, it's like the main brands. Like they sell looks like a bottle of liquor like this, but it's like a shot is 5 milligrams and the two shots is whatever the fuck. But the whole section that used to be like, I'm sure I don't know how what the laws are in New York. If I bet they're more lax than here, but it used to be all the local beers. They moved them, and now it used to be one little section was like all the different weed cans. Now it's a whole fucking aisle, and there's
Yeah.
always like a salesperson there, like pushing off some fucking like, have you tried our we're the Bigfoot, toenail company, and our cans are fuchsia, and like you can have some of this, and either you're gonna chill or you're gonna talk to the earth tonight when you go to bed, like something one of those two or things. That's how I feel. I have a low tolerance for that weed shit.
Yeah, I feel like now that you said that, I feel like the last time I seen someone drink it, like they did after two, they were like really feeling it.
Yeah, it's not beer because I know as a beer drinker, my fear is either I've only had a couple of them, and I basically like had like a half chilled out because I have had like 5 milligrams and it's like, oh, I don't even feel that, or had 5 milligrams and it's like I don't feel good. I feel like I'm crying on the inside. So I think they're trying to like do what the non-alcoholic section, which is like now huge as well, is like, hey, instead of booze, because booze is bad for you, it's real bad, drink this. So like, yeah, if you have one or two over the course of the night, but if you're just like sipping on this weed shit all night, I'm sure major potheads out there who smoke a lot are like, no, it's nothing. I just like you said, I feel like after like 8 of those, you like have to go to the hospital. Like, what the fuck happens?
Yeah, I agree. I think eight. I think even like maybe three or four, you're kind of pushing it there.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know. I just look at that section and I almost like am nervous to even like stand there and like look at the stuff. 'Cause I'm like, oh, we'll get one of these and try one of those and try. But there's no like rhyme or reason. Like I know the difference between a Bud Light and a Murphy Stout. The taste is different. This probably has more alcohol in it. Bud Light has probably like 4%, but it's beer. It's still a beer. That other shit is like we just made a fruit punch that either is gonna make you like enjoy Stranger Things a little bit more than you did last night, or you're gonna pace around your house listening to your hair grow and like fucking lose your fucking mind. I don't. There's no I don't know how it's regulated.
Yeah, and it even says on the can like made in a van.
Yeah, like if you remember, like 10, man, it's more than 10 now, but like when they first started legalizing the pot in like Colorado, everyone I knew was getting gummies from Colorado, from Denver, and the same thing happened to everyone I knew for like a good 2 years. You bought a bag. The bag said the bag contains 50 milligrams of weed. There's 10 gummy bears, which means each one has five. But they eat like six, and six were like nothing, and then they eat the one, and then fucking have 50 milligrams of fucking THC because when they were making the vat, how do you make sure that the goop that you goop into the teddy bear mold has an equal amount of fucking weed in each goop? Or if you make a batch, did all the goop go into the one corner and the other fucking 95% of it's gotten 2%? Like, I just to this day, edibles are just like I always like I'm very hesitant.
It'd be funny to see like in that week span how many people just disappeared. They're
Yeah,
like,
no,
we don't know where Doug is. He had
yeah,
7 gummies last night.
yeah. Doug ate a Hershey bar. We haven't seen him in a week. Yeah, dude, it's fucking. I mean, I've never. I don't know if I ever told the edible story. It's a long story. I'm not going to tell it in this episode. We will dedicate it. We should dedicate an episode for just like drug stories. Like we've had like
There was a drug episode 5 years ago. We did do one. I do remember that. Uh, and you did tell that story because that story deserves to have it told many times. So I don't care if you do it again. I'm cool with
yeah,
it.
we know. I want to do a whole like it's 5 years ago. We could definitely do it again. Let's not take away the people don't remember the episode.
I think you should put like some like Doors music on when you tell the story though. Like you should put
We could
not to touch the earth or something like that in the background while you're telling it.
we could zhuzh it up. I could turn on a black light or something and hold a flashlight to my face. Yeah, I mean, because I know we have plenty. I have that one. That's like a typical one. I could. My mushroom story is only funny to me. It's not really an entertaining. Like, and then I ate mushrooms, and me and my friend sat in a hotel room and stared at the ceiling for 5.5 hours. Isn't that interesting? Like, that's not. I don't have one of those stories, but the weed cookie story was fucking. And again, we should in the next month. Let's make the promise now that we will do an episode dedicated to like two or three uh like the mushrooms like the time I think were you was you
My
your
mushroom
brother.
story. I thought my mushroom story was
Your
funny.
mushroom story is way funnier than my mushroom story is just like I did my
You're part of it too.
I am part of it, but it is funny like this like I was only in it because of the foot you guys called me. But the things that you guys were doing, like, okay, now we're here and now this is happening. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
we can tell
things you
that story.
don't do while you're doing that for sure.
You broke every rule. It's like
Yeah.
you set and setting, calm setting, go to nature. You guys like, we're in a hotel and some guy has a sawed-off shotgun and some girl's having a seizure. It's like, all right, you did everything wrong. Go to bed. Start again tomorrow. But
Man,
so we were talking the other night. I don't know if what's that app your brother was talking about, the movie app thing, the fucking
Letterboxd.
letterbox. Like, so I wanted to talk about that because in the past couple weeks. I know I don't want to like this is not like a movie podcast, but people do it way better than we do. But in the last couple of weeks, I kind of watched. What's up?
Arguably,
Arguably, what
I feel like if we really gave it the real shot at it, we
we
not.
could. No, I'm not saying we can't be a movie podcast. I'm just saying there's so many of them. I don't want to be like, hey, let's review that movie 1,000 people review. Especially like what I was saying is I found this guy, and I'll try to put a post of a link to his channel in the description. So like I've watched I don't really like reviews. I don't like some guy going like, I hate this movie, Jaws. Like that shark's not real. Like I don't want to watch like review movies, but this guy has breakdowns. And the breakdowns, like he did Hereditary, he did Midsummer. Midsummer breakdowns like 8 hours. The Beau is Afraid is like 11. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't know who has time for that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well, I feel like you could do stuff like if you wanted to do that, you could do it. My thing is like not like we shouldn't or we can't. It's like you get buried.
I'll tell you what, Lou. Tell you what, because I'm glad you went here because I went to the movies Monday night or it was Sunday night or whatever it was, I saw Nuremberg in the theater. I do that. I like going to movies by myself now. I just like go online, get the ticket, show up, stuff my face with popcorn, and usually like I do like the last showing of the night on a weekday. So it's like usually just me there. Like it really is. Like you've experienced it once, but I love it. I love the whole theater to myself. Like you could just shout. I don't shout, but I'm saying I could if I wanted to across the room, like, hey, how's it going over there? Like no one gives a fuck. No one checks on you. You really could run, honestly, I might just like I don't know, like maybe like advertise, like maybe just do a show. Maybe we could just do a show from the theater. Like like we could just sit in the corner and like just do like a recording of something, because no one's gonna notice, because no one gives a fuck. But I will say, so when I first bought my ticket, I bought the only ticket that was supposedly sold in the whole theater, right? So I'm like, this is gonna be awesome, right? So then I get there and I go all the way. So I like getting all the way up at the top on the corner, right? And I go up there, and then it's like there's like 7 people there, and the only row is my row, like that has people. I'm like, this is fucking dumb. So I like the seat I got. There's like people sitting next to me. I was like, I don't want to sit next to people in an empty theater. Like that's weird. So I went to the other side. I stayed in the row with all the people, but it wasn't adults, Lou. And for some reason, I got a fucking bunch of dickhead teens that went to go see Nuremberg. Like they didn't shut the fuck up the whole movie, man. Like Nuremberg's like the slowest. I mean, look, it was a good movie, but it's a very slow movie, and it's a very dialogue driven movie. These guys were having full blown conversations next to me. Like they were like, "Yeah, what do you want to do later?" Oh no, it's like, what the fuck, man? I never seen that before. Like growing up, I never thought of doing that. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get I don't know how old these guys were. I want to say like maybe 15. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're like way younger. I have no idea. They got into the R-rated movie, so maybe they're 18. But no, they don't check anything anymore. Like the people at the theaters like could care less about anything that goes on there. Like honestly, I don't even know why I buy a fucking ticket. Like I could just go in for free every time. Like they barely check on it. But anyways, like these guys are like the whole time, and I finally I'm like I don't do that. I don't like to like confront people, because you never know how crazy people are, right? Like
Yeah.
so I say, guys, like can you just please be quiet? Like come on, I just trying to watch the movie. And he goes, sorry, sir. And then he goes, yeah, the girls were with you are like throwing cookie dough at us. And I'm like, don't fucking try to get cute with me. Like, and I go, and then I go, oh, you decided to do this at Nuremberg? And they all started laughing. I'm like, yeah, let's go to Nuremberg and throw popcorn at each other. That's the movie we'll go to. Like they could have seen Predator. They could have seen fucking anything. They could have like entertaining. They're going to a drama that like your 50-year-old like uncle goes to, and I'm sitting there like at the obviously the old man on the corner scarfing popcorn by myself. Like shut up, kids. But no, like they really didn't like, and they and through the movie, like even after that, still like trying to sneak the conversations in. Like I don't understand. Like if you want to go have a conversation with your friends, why are you going to the fucking movies? Why? You can go anywhere and have a full blown conversation, and no one will say anything to you. But they decide to go to this theater and be the only people in there and talk, 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 talk. I don't fucking get it, man. Like what did I do? I felt like I was being pranked, because I remember I buy the only ticket sold in the fucking whole building when I first got on there. And then I go in there and there's 7 people next to me and they're all dumbass kids. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, remember when I came up there in September, we went to Jaws. We were the only people in the theater. That was the
I
best.
know, and how great was that? Like there was no disruptions. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if like things have changed or like people just forgot like the protocol at movies, but like this is why people don't go. This is why it's like the box office is the worst it's ever been, and like people don't want to go to the theaters. You could sit home and not have to put up with this bullshit. Like I just wanted to have a quiet watch a movie, and I still couldn't. Like like 7 kids are like, let's go be a piece of shit at Nuremberg. Let's go to a sad Nazi war crime movie with Russell Crowe and talk. Like, let's talk about everything we experienced throughout the week and flirt with our girlfriends, like, and throw cookie dough pieces at each other. I like unbelievable, man. So I don't know. Like, I will say this too, and then I'll stop because I'm going on a little too long here. But when I took the kids to see the Minecraft movie, I don't know if you remember, like all across the country. So like there were certain scenes that went viral in the movie where when it what happened in the theaters, there was a whole group of kids that would throw food all over the place. And like and then so when I took my kids to see it, they weren't even just doing that. They had silly string. They sprayed the whole fucking like theater with like silly string and threw popcorn all over the place. And then then security came in and was like, everybody in the front, you're out of here. And everybody started clapping. It was awesome. But I'm saying like this is like things like going viral for being a dick at a theater. Like that's what all across the country, the Minecraft movie, they were doing it. It was like a trending like social media thing. Like people were like, let's go be a piece of shit at Minecraft with Jack Black. And like they just go there just like I feel bad for these employees. That's why you can't get good staff at these movie theaters because it's like, yeah, of course they don't give a shit. They got to put up with this bullshit.
Well, look, man. So, like, number one, from what you were saying, like, I too have that thing of like, are these people that I'm seeing 15 or 29? I don't know anymore. If like everyone seems like they're a fucking little child. There's always been movie participation for certain movies. You always hear the stories about like Rocky Horror Picture Show, people throwing stuff, but you're going there expecting that with a room full of people who are expecting that. So that's a little different. But you know,
But I'm just saying, like, look, I get it. Look, there's movies out there. Like, let's just say it's like a Fast and the Furious movie or a fucking Marvel movie. I get it. Like, you go with your friends, you have fun. But like, who's like, hey guys, I know what's gonna be a real fucking thrill tonight. Let's go see 2 hours and a half of Nazi prisoners. Like who I want to hear that story. Like, oh, I want to hear them like discuss what they want to see that night, and all of them like unanimously, yeah, Nuremberg.
That Goering, I heard he was real eccentric. I can't wait to. No, dude. Like, okay, so like stereotypes, right? So like kids being dicks. Was I a dick when I was 15 or 20, not four, whatever? When I was a teenager, I definitely was. But I agree, man. Like, why am I going? Why go to the theater just to be a fucking asshole? Like, go be an asshole in the parking lot. Go be an asshole in your friend's backyard or some shit. Like, fucking movies are going down the tubes for a lot of things. First of all, they didn't pay $5 to go be assholes. They each paid like $23 to go be assholes. So it's like $400, and let's go and like be pieces of shit. The movies are bad because they have. I love the assigned seating. Like I bought my ticket, I sit in my comfy chair. But if it was like $11, they'd fill every theater, every movie, and also like fucking like what we did with See Jaws. They're taking like old movies. They've always done that, but like now in these theaters, I feel like you got the best theater with the best screen. It looks the best. It's the fucking like best quality of everything. We saw Jaws, one of the most famous, best movies of all times, and we were just the only two souls in that fucking theater.
And I'll tell you what, Lou, to show you how, like what people don't want to see anything, that was the number 2 highest grossing movie that week when it came out, when Jaws got re-released. It beat out like new movies.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. That just shows you like people like no interest in seeing these fucking movies. Like they
Well,
have no interest in getting up and going to the theater. There's no incentive for it anymore. It's too expensive. The food is insane. Like
yeah.
even the things that are cool about it. Like I saw like things that I think are cool, but I know like people like I saw like this video the other day, like showing all the different like popcorn buckets they've been doing. They're like amazing, but like they're not available when you go there. Like I wanted a fucking Galactus popcorn bucket, dude, for $80 that had LED lights. I would have bought that. I wanted the Ecto One popcorn bucket, dude, and nowhere to be. Like they never have it. It's always sold out. They always like, what do they have, like 5? Like, and then you go on eBay and they're selling for like $200. But I'm saying like, I didn't even realize. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, there's a few of them. There was like all the big movies of the last like 5 years have popped. Like the Xenomorph. Did you see that one? Like the Xenomorph
I
had
did it.
one,
Yeah,
or
I saw the Doom one. I
the
saw the
Venom one.
yeah, the Doom one, which is like the sandworm. It looks like a fucking fleshlight, and everyone on the internet's like, "I'm gonna fuck that." It's like, okay, everybody. But do you know what it is, man? Like, so it's a lot of things. I mean, I feel like streaming is just last night, right? Like it was literally last night. So is this a movie podcast? I think it is now. So last night I let my girlfriend Jen pick a movie. Now she never picks movies because she either falls asleep in 2 seconds or I'm rewatching Stranger Things because the new season's coming out in like a week or two. So anyway, she goes on fucking Tubi and puts on a Tubi movie, not like a movie that's on Tubi, but like a Tubi movie, and it's like a movie about a park ranger who's like all of a sudden an alien thing falls from the sky, and then like it's just like one of those movies. It's just like the clip I sent you guys in the group chat couple days, like one of those movies, like a real like D level acting movie. And we're watching it. We get like 20 minutes in. And of course, she's like, "I don't like this movie." I'm like, "Well, you fucking picked it." And I do want to see. I want to see the bad. I want to see how bad the acting and how shitty it is. And it is fucking just green blood, like just a fucking piece of shit movie. But that's the thing. Like I do see movies in the theaters. I definitely don't go as much as you do because I'm like, I'm just gonna wait 3 weeks because in fucking 3 weeks it's gonna be on streaming, and I will wait an extra week because for a week it's like, oh, it's $25 to rent. The following week it's like it's on Netflix and click, and I'm on my couch, and the convenience is killing the theaters. That's true. But I'm with you, man, and this is definitely an old guy sentiment and an old guy rant as well. Like it's not about like these kids these days. It's not that. It's just that there is like a level of like everyone has like a doom about them. Kids, adults, my parents. It's like social media has, and that's why I didn't want this podcast to be about like clickbait, rage bait. Like, hey, did you see what the government's doing? Like, I don't care because we can't talk about stuff. We don't fucking know. The information is all skewed to whatever you want it to be. But that's everything. Everyone has like a doom about them. Like the world's gonna end in 2 days from now. Anyways, who gives a fuck about anything? Who gives a fuck about school? Who gives a fuck about my life? Who gives a fuck about anything? Because it's all bad. It's all over. Anytime if you notice, man, like, and I know you're not on social media as much as like even I am, and I'm not on it a lot. I mean, I post like nonsense. But if you're on Instagram and it shows like snow somewhere, anywhere in the fucking country, people are like, it never snowed like this time of year, or there's no snow. It's like the end of the world is nigh. It's like, all right, everyone's fucking just like, no matter what's going on, there's a fucking problem. I mean, just watch a video of like a guy building a deck and read and just skip the video. This guy's building a deck. I don't care. Let's watch the comments. Let's look at all the people who are going to point out like how wrong he's doing it, how bad of a job it is, how that's not what you're supposed to do, and all the experts. And it's not just like the guy building a deck. It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson, scientist, is on Instagram, and in the comments is like, oh, look, there's 3,800 other astrophysicists in isn't that interesting? All these people are science. That's and I know that's not like 100% related to fucking seven asshole teenagers, but that's what it is, man. Everyone has like this, like, I don't know what the word is, like contrarian attitude about fucking everything. Like it's not just like, oh, dumb teenagers. It's fucking everybody I know. It's just like whatever you say, they're like, yeah, well, actually, it's not that. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
and I felt like, me saying something to somebody, it could have easily gone awry. I thought, that's why I usually don't say anything, because I just don't know what people are capable of, or like how far they can go with things like that. I didn't say like, listen, I wasn't like, hey, shut the fuck up over there. I didn't do that. I was just like, hey, can you just lower your voice? Like, please stop talking. Like, we're watching the movie. That's all we're doing. Sorry, sir. But all I know is like it could have easily went the other way. Like, nah, fuck you, man. We can fucking talk. Like they could have, and they might have been. That's what they thought was okay. They really believe that they could go to a movie theater and just have a full blown conversation in the middle of a fucking movie. Like they might have been raised to think that, or seen a TikTok video that told them, okay, I don't know, but I'm just saying like it could have easily went the other way for me, right? Where now I'm getting screamed at by some kid I don't know, and I'm probably gonna get on the news because I got beat up by a 16-year-old at the fucking.
Yeah, Kevin can't make this week's podcast. He got
I'm
stabbed
not a
11 times.
fighter.
Yeah. You can't yell too loud. You gotta speak up with like a guy who has like bad knees and no fighting, no fighting skills. Like, hey, yeah, yeah, don't do that. It's like what? It's like stop. You get lower and lower.
Well, look, I have kids, right? I mean, so I understand when people don't listen to you. Like, I get it, you know. And even like there was times I could have still said something in the middle, like after I did that, you know, where I was like, guys, it's happening again. You know, I could have said stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, I just like that's what makes me angry. Where it's like, why is this happening again? We had this conversation. You know, what the fuck is
That's
happening? You know,
that's what
I
you
don't
should have
get it,
did.
man.
That's what you
7
need
of
to
us in the
do.
theater in one row. No one else there. Not a soul. Why did that happen to me? Why?
It's like the
I don't
equivalent of
get it.
go to a bathroom. There's 9 urinals, and you're pissing, and the guy just comes right next to you, like, "Hey, piss here often? You smell healthy."
Honestly, what you just did made me feel really awkward. Like it felt like you were actually watching me piss right there.
Yeah,
No,
well,
but I agree. That's kind of how it felt. Like where it was like I wanted to be alone, and now you've come and you've entered my chambers, the top row.
well, it's also
I'm not
about
a fan
pet
of
peeves,
the
man.
top.
Like, I definitely, if I'm watching something new I've never seen before, even if I'm in my own house, yeah, certain things elicit reaction, like a fucking whatever, like, oh my God, like someone's head just got chopped off or whatever. You're watching Hereditary and the girl's head pops off. Spoiler alert. But my girlfriend will do it to me too. I'll put on something I've never seen, she's never seen, and she'll be like, "Who's that? Who's what's he doing in the movie?" Like, I'm watching it too.
We've all been there. And look, I don't want to just throw women under the bus, but that's something that happens a lot.
You just did. Kevin's in trouble with a
I will
lot of
say this.
ladies.
Maybe I shouldn't say this. I'm not going to the. I'm not. You know. I'm not going deep into the women's thing. That's a whole episode devoted. If we're gonna do that, we're gonna probably get people pissed at us. But anyways, uh, honestly, I think the only like time that people were like paying attention to the movie, and I don't know if I really heard this, like I think I did, was like the Holocaust scenes where they were like, "That's bullshit." I honestly think that that's the only time that I heard them like actually reacting to the movie. So not only do we have complete pieces of shit in the theater that won't shut the fuck up, but we also have Holocaust deniers next to me. Like, come on, man! Like, you can't make this shit up. I swear, I was like, "That's bullshit." It's like, fuck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to be like, "Oh, what's bullshit about it, man? Tell me." Give me your synopsis of the fucking. Let's hear a 15-year-old's perspective from TikTok's Holocaust video you fucking watched. Like, yeah, I want to fucking hear your fucking opinion.
Dude,
That's
you're
what
not
I mean.
kidding, man.
I don't want to hear people's opinions like that. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, come on. Like, I got opinions, right? You got opinions, but I think some of them are pretty good, but like, they can't have any good ones. What do they have? They don't have any backbone. They don't have any like basis to like put their opinions towards. Like they got nothing, right? I
Dude,
mean,
if if you want to have an opinion, do it the right way. Make a podcast. It takes 3 seconds. Yeah, get a phone, make a podcast, like, and then put your. But dude, what you said is something like, also totally. I'm like a voyeur on Instagram. I just like want to, like, if I see something funny, I'll put a comment or a GIF or some shit. But dude, Instagram, social media has made more flat earthers and Holocaust deniers and dinosaur deniers and people who believe like demons are afoot. meddling in the affairs of man now more than there were in the dark ages. It's fucking the internet is, and it's not just like the internet's weird, dude. Go on, watch a video of. I posted a picture on my Instagram. If you guys go to my Instagram of a picture that someone captured of the sun. Read those comments. I bet you there's 1,000 people like, well, how do they take a picture of the sun if the sun is actually like too many? It's like, okay, I can't describe photography. I'm not smart enough, but I'm pretty sure like the sun is where it is, 92 million miles away. Light takes 8 minutes to get here, and you can take pictures of it with the right lenses. I don't know anything about refractal light. I'm sorry, but your flat Earth is like it's like I can't argue with them because like I can't. No one's ever like you're right. I'm wrong. But dude, flat earthers, Holocaust deniers, people who think there's no dinosaurs, that they like the God put bones in the ground to trick people and to go into hell or whatever. They've multiplied by a lot
And I think that's another thing that we kind of like just want to go back to the last episode real quick where I was saying like I can't like I don't want to make new friends and I don't want to and the problem is I think that's the biggest reason why I've stopped going to the movies is I still go. I still want to believe there's something about the movies that I grew up with. There's something nostalgic about it. I want to feel like, you know, I still like it. But again, there's a lot of things that are against me liking it. But I also think that like it's a chance for me to realize that these motherfuckers are out there and I have to know now that they exist because I went to the movies. Like I wouldn't have known that these guys are out there if I just stayed home and watched like YouTube all night. Like you know, and now I have to know that these motherfuckers are out there and that they're probably every time they go to the movies being told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. No. It's fucking like I said, man. It's and that's like okay. So that the old guy being pissed at a teenager thing, old cliche trope. However, I go to the mall maybe twice a year. You got to go there every once in a while. Like there are things there. I do rather buy a thing in a store than like get it from Amazon occasionally. Like, oh, I'll just go and look and see if they have the thing I want. Like there's a retro video game store. Let me see what Sega Genesis tapes these guys have. Hopefully they don't know what they have and I can get a fucking Streets of Rage 2 or whatever the fuck, which I already have. But anyway, the point is I go to the store, but walk around the mall for fucking 5 minutes and you're like, oh man, the pandemic wasn't bad enough. It wasn't bad enough.
It is crazy how there's been this mass like the malls have become obsolete. I remember as a kid, and you know it too. That was the hangout spot, right? I mean, every kid was like, "We're gonna hang out at the mall this weekend." That was like a very suburban thing to do, and now they're just like ghost towns. Like they got like one Sam Goody left in there, or like everything else is shuttered up. I remember like, and then people would like go in and like search the abandoned malls, and it was always like they were still kind of like in a weird like Dawn of the Dead type of like condition where like some things were still up, like they didn't like take down everything. It was just kind of strange. But yeah, you're right about that with the mall. It just kind of like it's Americana like is completely shifted away from that like mass shopping type of thing. We're all doing it online now. We don't need any that shit anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I meant more like it's just like the people at the mall are acting like it's like fucking. It's just like you said in public. It's like a cliche. Like, hey, if you can see the public can see you. Like, I'm not like so conservative or so like I don't know what the word is, fucking narcissistic, where it's like you got to dress a certain way or be a
Yeah.
certain race or I don't care about any of that shit, gender or fucking. You can't come to the mall in your pajamas. I don't give a fuck. You're going to the fucking Annie Ann's and getting the fucking pretzel. I don't care. But like you said, it's like just people. Like I don't know what the word is. Like just and again, I just talked about it. Like the doom of people. Like I think I have it. I got a degree of it too. Where I'm just like fuck. Like all these people are acting like assholes in some way. It's very subtle sometimes, but the mall by me, talking about like abandoned malls, like I got the opposite effect. The mall by me has shit stores, but I'm like, how is it still open? Like, I'm not talking about like a FYE or like a fucking Sam Goody.
Yeah.
There's a Lionel train store that's open. Who like one little train car is like 70. It's the most expensive
Well,
fucking hobby.
Well, there you go.
Who's supporting this enough for it to be a store in the mall?
My
Like what the
uncle was one of those guys, and again, that all you need to do is make one big sale, and you're good, right? I mean, like you were saying, those things are expensive.
expensive, bro? One train set, if it's like a vintage train set, it's like 30 grand. I mean, again, I understand like the concept of like, okay, it's expensive. If you buy one, you make your nut, I guess, for the month or the 6 months. Like,
I
like,
just want I
yeah,
just
like,
want to say, like, and coming from a guy that collects a lot of like
oh yeah, it's you,
nerdy
Kev.
shit, that was never cool. Like collecting train sets, never fucking in at all ever, and everyone fucking busted your chops every time you brought home a new fucking railroad car. Like you were trying to get people into it, like look, it's from the 1920s, and you're like, get away from me, you creep. Like I don't care about your fucking weird railroad. I want to go play Spider-Man over here. It was
Well, it's
never
also
cool. Can we admit to that? Like, there's some hobbies, like I fly my model planes. Like, no, they were never cool. I'm gonna race my boat. I'm gonna enter the competition next year and win. And they're still like 50 years old doing that, and no one respects them and hates them. Like that's I enjoy that. Like I at least got over the years more credibility for what I collected, because back then comic books was very nerdy and people would make fun of you, and then obviously the movies like made a big difference in like the culture. But like that never changed. Like there's never going to be a train collecting movie that's going to like the fucking game for those guys, right? Like they got the lonely guy in the garage that like collected the entire. He's like, I'm gonna recreate the entire 1920 crash of the New Philadelphia. Like, you're never gonna see that guy like get the respect that he deserves, and he doesn't fucking deserve it, right? Like, because look, you said, why is that store open? Because those guys exist. Those guys are always going to be there. And
yeah,
and
yeah.
again, and they don't care what the price is. They got to complete that fucking set, and I can relate to that because I know all about that.
Well, that's like the Lionel train stores. Like train collecting is like the argument where people go like, there was no autism when I was a kid. It's like there was, there was
Yeah,
autism.
exactly. It's
There
always been
was.
around. Check the train store.
Yeah. Check Uncle Ernie's basement.
I have to say, like, there is something very cool in around Christmas time going into one of those places. Like, I know I knew some malls upstate that had like the Great Train Store, where no sales have been made the whole time we've been here. But boy, isn't it cool to see the giant train on the roof go around and go through like the holes and walls like that. That was always cool to like watch. And you're like, then someone goes, "Would you like to buy something?" Nope, gotta go.
Yeah, it's almost cheaper to buy an actual train than it is to buy a train set. Like,
Right. To get all the trimmings of like a train set, like I gotta get the water tower and the rocks and the fencing and like by the time you've like finally completed that, like you've lost like 15 years of your life. Like, well, I've spent a lot of time on this, and like no one cares. Even when you had like, look, every kid had like some old train set that like their dad's grandparents got them, that was at their parents' house. It was in a box, and it was like when it first was opened, it was pristine and everything was like organized. And then when you like find it 20 years later stuffed in the attic, it's like all the railroad pieces are like stuffed into the fucking box, and it's like half of it's broken, and you're like trying to like put this fucking thing together because it's so disorganized, and you just give up. Like that's usually what I did like back then. Like we found this, I remember like doing that like at my grandparents' house, like finding that, and we just never like finished it because it was just like a nightmare. Like if you don't organize that fucking thing, like it's like A7 put goes into, oh fuck this. They all look the fucking same. It's not like a jigsaw puzzle. It's like the same track for like and the same pieces. You're like, it's awful.
do I remember
Don't
those
get me
train
started
tracks?
about these fucking train guys.
The train track connectors. It's like two main pieces that are connecting like this, but then like there's one little inside clip that's the size of like 1/8 of a millimeter. And it's like if you go like this, it connects. But if you go like this, it breaks. You're like, okay, they're all broken. Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna go outside and throw the trains at the fucking street. Like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here. But Speaking of collectors, I just saw this the other day. I'm sure you know about it. Funko Pop is going bankrupt. Did you see that?
I did. I did, and I get it because you can't just make everything and expect like all of it to sell. If you make things that people want, we'll buy it because hi. But like when you make everything and like just throw it into a store where it just sits there, like yeah, you're not making any money. Like that's the problem. It's the oversaturation of the market. They decided like to go ham on just like shit that like no one cared about. Like I don't give a fuck about this brand or this brand. It's like not every like I like that they tried to do everything, but like if it wasn't something I was interested in, it would I've seen it. And I'm not just saying like oh it's only all stuff I'm interested in, but every store you go to, there's that section of the overload Funko clearance section where they're like get this shit out of here, and they
Yeah.
can't, right? Like, and that's the problem. So they did it to themselves, and again, the prices went up too. Listen, they're cheap ass things, right? It's cool they got all this licenses and they can do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, they're cheap fucking toys. They should have stayed $10 or whatever the fuck they were, and they weren't. And then they started doing deluxe pops and
Yeah,
like
yeah, I know.
connectors and like the ones that got me were like the comic book cover ones. Very cool when they came out, and then they went up like $10 after the first year, and like fuck you, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, man. And I'll say what's funny about the train guys. Like, there's probably some podcast that has like 40,000 views that is like the big bucket version of like train collecting, where it's like the Great Train Podcast with Doug and Todd. And it's like, hi, everyone. This is episode 700,400.
Yeah,
So glad you could be with us. And like, they
yeah.
get like 18 comments while we get two. And one of them is from like my daughter. Like, these fucking guys are popular. You know what I mean? Like that's the stuff that ticks me off. That like those guys are like killing it, like in the world, like the Great Train Podcast.
Yeah, well, dude, it's fucking like it's hyper curated to an audience. They have their audience. Our
Yeah,
audience is like whoever wants to listen to our fat faces is our audience. But the Funko Pop thing cracks me up because you're right, man. Like I've been given you gifted me a couple. My other friend gifted me a couple, but they are like just like I remember last Christmas I was like looking for like ones for you because I know you have like 8,000 of them, and I was like, all right, do they have Clarence Bodiger from RoboCop? Yeah, they fucking do. They have like four different versions of like
yeah, and I already showed you that I bought that. So why would you get
yeah.
that?
No, yeah, I did. Yeah, exactly. No, I understand. Like people like you are the audience and the consumer for it. But like, I agree. At first, I was like, when I first saw it, I saw it like 3 days ago. It's like how everyone I know who collects them either has two or 300. I don't know anybody who's like, I have like nine. Like I was gifted them. I've never bought a single one in my life. I did get the custom ones that you can like I made myself. My sister made me as a Funko Pop and gave it to me for Christmas for last year. And then I got one for my girlfriend for her birthday because, um, like that's like a cool gift. But dude, I was like, let me see if they have this thing. Let me see if they have RoboCop. Oh, they do have RoboCop. They have regular RoboCop, and then if you want to get the metallic RoboCop, it's $109 because of fucking
The
people.
chase.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like they have like RoboCop like this. And RoboCop like this, and RoboCop. I'm like, it's fucking just make a RoboCop,
Oh,
make
oh,
a
well, that yeah. Like real quick, Lou. Then you can continue. Like all I just want to say, to add it to that is that
Kevin.
that stuff sells, but
I know.
what I'm trying to say to you is that let's just say, I don't know, like Agatha all along on Disney Plus. Why do they need 10 fucking pops that sit in the fucking store? And that's the problem I have. It's like every property that either is awesome and people want, that's great. You don't see, I don't go to the store and see RoboCop pops all over the place. You know why? Because people are buying them. But the ones that they aren't buying are the bullshit ones where it's like, we need every single character in the new Disney Plus show that no one fucking watched. Like, who wants Ironheart figures? No one. Like that's what I'm saying is like they went too far with like, well, it doesn't matter what we make. Everyone will want a pop of every single thing. No, they won't. They will want things that they care about, and those are the things that will sell. But then, meanwhile, you go to every store, and the ones that aren't selling are the ones that you see constantly, and it just pisses you off. Or you're like, someone buy this. No one wants this. You know, like, and I could go. I could probably name off every single. Like even today, I went to Walmart. Captain American Winter Soldier in the clearance section. Like all the pops. Who wants Black Falcon? Who wants Winter Soldier? No one. Like because all the Disney Plus shows are like fucking shit. But I'm saying like when you get stuff like that that's bad and that no one cares, like Eternals, like even the figures, like you can't give that shit away, dude. Like I'm just saying, like Funko went too far. If you just stuck with like we want make every single RoboCop character. I'm in, and I know there's other people. Like you know, it was one that I was like, I couldn't believe I couldn't find was like when Captain Planet came out. Those were like I went everywhere to find those fucking things. Everybody wanted Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Did they want Agatha all along? Nope. The new Snow White? Nope. Like Mulan? Nope. like you know what's not going to sell just by looking at it, right? Like that's what Funko has a problem with. It's like they just got to like go. No one cares about this. No one cares about that. So just don't make it.
I mean, like I said, I couldn't believe. I was like, fuck. I thought they
Yeah.
had the shit like figured out. They like own all the rights to plastic. They must own all the plastic on the fucking planet.
Someone asked me a couple years ago that wanted to like start investing in stocks for Funko, and they asked me, "Do you think Funko will be around forever or for a long time?" And I said, "Absolutely, they're killing it." And now look at them, like they're fucking going bankrupt. Like that's crazy to me. Like they're only 2 years ago they were like profitable. I think it was like just the steepest of declines, right? But again, you know, that's what happens when you make all this product that like just it's dog shit.
So the lesson here is just because Kevin is a white middle-aged male, do not get financial advice from Kevin because he will steer you astray.
Well, you know, another popular thing too, Lou, is that what people like to do is they like to like if let's just say it's like a movie and like it's an actor, they like to get the Funko Pops signed by the actor, and the value of the pop goes up like big time. So that's a big thing at like like shows that like they get the signed pops. Like Bill, I know like Bill Murray ones, Chevy Chase ones, like those are big, like you know that kind of stuff.
What Chevy Chase pops over there?
I have a few. Well, they got the Christmas Vacation one. They got
Oh, okay, okay.
Caddyshack. Bill Murray has like stripes. He has like everything. I collect Bill Murray pops. Those are fucking cool.
No, I do. I remember when you lived at your old house before the dark times happened. And one day I came to your house, not one day, like maybe like in the spring. You were like, "Oh, I'm collecting pops." And you had a bunch. You had maybe like 20, maybe 10, 15, 20. I was like, "Oh, these are like I've seen these. They were just like getting popular. This is like, fucking how many years ago this is. I don't fucking know. It's like before the pandemic. I don't know. Before the My time frames are before and after the pandemic. And then that same year, maybe like around Christmas time, between like October and December, I came to your house. We went down into the basement, and on your wall, it was like a little shelf that's this wide, so it can hold a pop, but across the bottom, maybe like 50 pops long, but like stacked five high. So like fucking 400 pops, and you had like, here's the Hulk, here's this Hulk, and then no, I'm sorry, here's Iron Man, and then this Iron Man, and then the Iron Crusher, and then all the Spider Mans like Zombie Spider Man and Spider Man with three. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, so I would have agreed up until just like a week ago. Like, yeah, that they must be the most profitable company on the fucking planet because nobody buys either you don't buy them at all and you're gifted a couple, or you just are collecting them like fucking pogs, which are back, by the way.
Yeah, look, like I said, you know, they try to make everything and things that people are interested in, they'll buy. You don't go to a store and find the ones that you want. Like you got to like really look for things like the ones you're looking for. But if you want to get just a pop of anything, just go to Walmart and Target and see what's available. Like that have been sitting on shelves for months that just like don't are never going to sell. Like you put
What's
them
the
on clearance,
clearance
they won't
price?
sell because they
Like
suck.
what's a clearance price on a pop? Because like pops range from like $6 to $20. Like what's clearance? Like $2?
Usual regular price is a 10.99, 11.99 price range. So you're probably looking at like $5, $4, and still people don't want them though because they don't want these like it's like that's why the whole like Marvel collapse, like all these things that people didn't want. And it's the same thing with Funko. Like you make a property and watch a movie that nobody cared about, they're not going to want the figures. Like they're not going to want this. Like, and that's what happened. And the same thing with like Disney movies and any other thing that like wasn't like that flopped. Like people don't want it. But the weird thing is like what pops is like it's not just movies. Like it's like country artists, rap artists, regular people have pops. It's every movie that from your childhood now has a pop, and it's every
Wait,
character.
so
I
you're
got my
saying
sister the whole Goonies set. That's awesome.
you're saying the little Uzi Vert pop is not going to save the company? That's terrible. Sad.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. Usually bankruptcy
They're
doesn't.
going to run a business.
I don't know. They're not going to business. They're filing for bankruptcy. They'll either like try to exist somewhere, or maybe somebody will buy them. I don't know what will happen. I mean, the pops are going to go away. And look, there's so many on the market, you won't even feel it. Like it still will feel like they didn't go away because they're like there's a truck somewhere that's going to just spill out and we'll really see like the stock of pops. Like there's got to be a dumpster, like a hole in the ground landfill somewhere that just has pops in them. Like there's got to be something like that somewhere in the world, like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and it's like just
Yeah.
Funko Pops of Agatha all along.
All right. I want to wrap the show up with this whole show. I've been looking at your finger. What the fuck happened to your finger?
Yeah. So, I forgot to tell you about this. I
Yeah,
wish I had
tell
a
me.
good story besides I'm an old piece of shit. So I
Tell me.
literally like bent down the other day and I like just kind of like curved my hand and like my finger got caught up a little bit. So I sat up and my finger like it like drooped down. So like I can't straighten my finger right now. My ring finger on my left. So and again, I didn't like smash it or anything. I just kind of like put pressure on it. So I'm seeing a specialist tomorrow to like tell me what. I mean, I assume I'm just gonna have to like wait it out and just hope this thing.
Yeah.
But they call it mallet finger. But at first, I have to say it's gotten better. But at first, it was like it looked like a hook. It was like it was bad. So, but it doesn't
Wow.
hurt. But it's annoying. I got this. Obviously, I bought the splint for it. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where you're like, really, like what else is gonna happen? It's like, and that's what I was saying. Like the injury report, like Kevin's finger and his his blood pressure. Like it's like, God damn it! Like, I
A
don't need.
mallet finger. I've never heard. It's like your finger just was like, I can't.
Well,
I
it's.
can't.
I mean, if you really look it up, it's a tendon problem. I guess there's a tendon issue here. So like a tear of some sort or something that has to heal. But yeah, so, but it's a weird feeling, Like I can like make a fist, but I have to go. it's yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I mean, it sounds like the recovery time is a long time. So
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like the first step, like the 40-year-old like you ever see like a 90-year-old person like at the supermarket or whatever? Old people always just have like a bandage like right here. They just have a bandage around their face or head because like of nothing. Like I rubbed my face against the pillow while I was sleeping too much, and now all the skin is gone for the rest of my life. It's just never coming back. So it's not a fucking band-aid. It's the white like taped like even like my parents are in their 60s. So like every once in a while, like, obviously they're older and whatever the fuck's happening. Like every time I go over, I see them like once or twice a week, but on the weekends, it's like a new, like my dad will have a thing or my mom, like, what is that? What happens? Like, oh, I grabbed a jar out of the cabinet and I blew out my whatever the like the bone in right, the little bone right here in the wrist. Like I just fucking it just turned to sand. I'm like, what the fuck? But
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's I guess
so
that's kind of like happening early for me. I don't know.
no, it's not early. It's like that's like a 40-year-old injury, like a knee, ankle, finger,
Yeah,
and then like 60. It's like my kidney it worked, but like it's tired, and I can't drink orange juice anymore. And then by 70, 80, that's what it becomes. Like that Norm Macdonald bit where he says his grandma's in her 90s and she had a
you,
giant
you
bruise, the
literally,
bruise down her whole arm. He's like, Grandma, what happened to you? She's like, the wind. Like
yo, I seriously was just about to say that. That's awesome.
like that's what it is. I every time I go to like every once in a while you gotta go to CVS or fucking Walgreens and there's always at least one, they've lived their life, they earned whatever the fuck person that's like you can't tell. Are they 83 or 104? Like you don't know. And they just have a bandage on the out like visible on their arm, face, or head that's like I, to me, again, I have no idea what's wrong with him. Feels 6, 7 times bigger than it's supposed to be. Like I would get if I needed a band-aid, I'd put a band-aid, but it's not a band-aid because it's not a cut. Like a portion of their flesh and skin is no longer flesh and skin. So like the air is just right. They're just it's like underneath that bandage, I just know there's just bone. It's like purple. It's just fucking like exposed skeleton. And they're just like, yeah, I gotta put this here so I don't get an amoeba. If I get an amoeba, I'll die. It's like, what? I don't know what's happening. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, well, that's I guess if I show up, imagine like I just deteriorate. Like next week, I do have that. I'm gonna show up with like bandages on my face.
If next week you have an eye patch, that'll be perfect. It's like, what happened, Kevin? It's like, well, I sleep with a fan, and the cover of the fan came off, and I rolled into the fan, I gotta wear this for 6 weeks, and I can't see anything on my left side anymore.
I know, and it's always gonna tell the story like lighthearted too, where it's like, yeah, guess what happened when I can't use my fucking hand anymore? Funny how it happened. It's always like some like joyful like storytelling. Meanwhile, you're like, I kind of want to cry, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, dude, like like it's not like you like I remember being younger and like you jam your finger, you jam it so like it's sore for maybe weeks. It hurts because you can't whatever, or you break a finger. Fingers don't get cast typically; they just put a split. But like, yeah, I got mallet finger. I just pushed it bad, and now it's not like it just hurts. You have like the tendon, the tiny tendon for the past 42 years that's been holding on strong has finally just like collapsed. It just doesn't do. It's no longer a tendon.
Lou, I guess it's all downhill from here, but at least we have the podcast to document like my deterioration. So what'll be like fun. I just random thought, and well, I guess we can end it there because either the show's gonna end or my phone's gonna die. Um, so there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon that they made in like the early 2000s, and it was more based on the comic book than the show, like the original show, and it was more serious. So like Baxter Stockman, who turns into like the Fly mutant guy in the original series, but in the actual comic book, he never does that. He's just a scientist working for the Shredder. So in the comic or in the cartoon, every time he fails, the Shredder takes a piece of his body. So like by the like season 2, he's literally a jar with a brain and one eye. Like it's so fucked up for a cartoon, and I just wanted to mention if you ever get a chance to like look at it online, it's fucked up. Like every time he shows up, he's like missing a leg, missing an arm, missing an eye. It's like you failed me again, Stockman. And the next episode, he's missing a limb. Fucking crazy. Then I will say this one last thing. There's an episode that got banned. They don't air it anymore. They didn't air it because so it's pretty much like so Baxter Stockman then finds a way to like regenerate his body and become like some clone or something like that. But then he starts going through like the movie The Fly. It literally is the
Yeah.
movie The Fly, watching his body like deteriorate. It's really fucking crazy for a cartoon, and I highly recommend finding that because I think you'll really enjoy that.
I will enjoy that, and we'll end it there. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a great episode. This is episode 4, right? We
Ep-
just finished the
Episode
fourth.
4. I can't wait to
So
see we come up with a name for this one.
yeah, let's I'm gonna all right. Let's end it now. Have a good night or a good day or a good afternoon whenever you
And
guys are
like,
watching.
subscribe, all that bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, all the stuff's gonna be in the description from now on. The Facebook page, like last time, our Instagrams, and like I said, I'll throw up a link to that guy I was talking about. I think his page called Novum. He does like a lot of great movie breakdowns. I'll throw that in there, and I'll throw in a link to the movie Nuremberg. Go check it out in the theaters. Kevin is giving it rave reviews.
And a link to the Lionel train store.
All right.